Jumdende, Dejin Shebanta, Jumbayan, Dava, Zobe, Sange, Pan, Java, Shaja, Duva, Lacha, Judu, Gyasa, Jiu, Lama, Tumba, Jumdende, Dejin Shebanta, Jumbayan, Dava, Zobe, Sange, Pan, Java, Shaja, Duva, Lacha, Judu, Gyasa, Jiu. Lama Domba Jumdende, Dejin Jabanta, Jumba Yang, Dava, Zobe, Sange, Pea, Gyawa, Shaja, Duva, Lacha, Zalo, Jude, Gyasu, Jiu, Taya, Ta, Omo, Muni, Muni, Maha, Mune, Yesu, Taya, Ta, Omo, Muni, Muni, Maha, Mune, Yesu, Taya Taya Omo Mune Mune Maha Mune Yesu Taya Taya Omo Mune Mune Maha Mune Yesu Taya Taya Omo Mahamune Yaso Daya Daya Mune Mune Mahamune Yaso Daya Daya Mune Mune Mahamune Yaso Daya Daya Omo Mune Mune Mahamune Yaso Daya Daya Omo Mune Mune Mahamune Yaso Daya Daya Omo Mune Mune Mahamune Yaso Sanji Jodang Zoji Dhamma Shangchun Basun Dhamma Jasu Chi Dage Chujin Jive Sunum Jihen Dala Benje Sanjen Chuwa Shu Sanji Jodang Zoji Dhamma Shangchun Basun Dhamma Jasu Chi Dage Chujin Jive Sunum Jihen Dala Benje Sanjen Chuwa Shu Sanje Jodang Zoji Dhamma Shangchun Basun Dhamma Jasu Chi Dage Chujin Jive Sunum Jihen Dala Benje Sanjen Chuwa Shu Namo alaya gadam dan jinge hedumba da dam mega na dwa gun jama tam je ke da yeah. Just to clarify, that last night, was it last night? Discussion, we were saying something, yeah. You said something, but I did not clarify. My mind got stuck. So you see, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So, which example do you use? I or which one? Which phenomenon do you use? Which base do you use? Yeah, more auspicious. So similar. Yeah, you see, when you're looking for bell, yes, you label the bell. You label the bell. See the because there's a base to be labeled the bell. There's a base to which is received, which is suitable to receive, or which can be labeled suitable, which can be labeled, which can be given the name label bell. So yeah, so that you are introduced, that you're taught by somebody else. There's something shaped that's that functions shaped like that. You see there. So you're educated by somebody else. It's a bell. So then you see that. You see that prerequisite, the base, and then you put the label bell. You see, so that bell. So whatever the different language, which nationality, so you give that according to that language. If that language is if it's Tibetan, then Telugu or English bell or whatever, so like that. You see. So I thought there was one question in what you were saying last night. Yeah. Yes. When even when you're analyzing the bell, well, the bell exists or not. Where is the bell? Where is the bell? You see, you're looking for bell. Not only you label the bell, but you're looking for bell. It's on this base. You see. So, but then while you're looking for the bell, you see, yeah, while you're looking at the bell, you're looking on the bell, not on the table or not some of the say. Not on the Vajra, not on the. You're looking for bell on the Damaru, not on that, but you see on the base of the bell. You see, looking for bell. So then you see, so you see, there's two things. Well, I thought to mention this idea, and I mentioned this example might be useful at this time. You see. So perhaps America may not come in the future. So okay, so one thing is you're looking for the bell. Okay, that is the label. So where is it? On that basis, you see. See. So. So, so there's two things. What you're looking for is a middle level bell and true legs in the bell. You see, a real bell or true legs in the bell. You see that. That two things. What you're looking for. Generally, same thing with the eye. You see, middle level eye. You look for and can't find on the base. It's same. In my view, it's same. There are two things. The middle level bell and the true lexion bell, the real bell, true lexion bell. You see, so looking for on the eye gates. You see, so not only what you can't find is real bell, real eye, the true lexion, real eye, the true lexion eye. You see. Existing from side, it exists by nature. Rangshin Jutuba, Rangan Jutuba, Debortuba, you see that. So you see, not only you can't find that on the aggregates. Not only you can't find that on the aggregates. Not on that, but you can't find it also middle level bell, which is a middle level eye, which exists. Which exists is the mid-level eye, but even that you can't find if you from tip of the hairs down the toes. Nowhere you can find. Nowhere you can find even mid-level eye. You see, so that so same thing. So same also on the bell on the collections of the group collections of this group. You see the base. You can't find. You see both. Not only can't find the real bell. Existing from the side or existed by nature, truly to see can't find. If you look for can't find on the base, and also it's not only that. Even the what exists, what is made imputed by mind, and even that you can find on the base. So in my view, there's two things. The two things what you can't find is same. You look for can't find. Okay. So what normally what's said, the real bell is existing from side, the wrong bell is the false bell is they look for can't find. Yes, that's right. But I think even the bell which exists, mid-level bell, even that can't find on the base. You see, so so you see. First I want to introduce this one. This is a very good example, and this has very good example. This is a very good example of objective purity. One way to recognize, you see. So, so the bell is a good example. You see, so what you're looking for, you see, what you're looking for. See okay. So, what is called bell. You see, you leave out the real bell. You don't touch the real bell. Real bell in the sense, real bell. See, real bell in the sense, real bell appearing from there. Real bell appearing from there to you, to your hallucinant mind. The real bell doesn't appear to the Buddha. Doesn't appear to the Buddha, but except the sentient beings who have wisdom directly perceive emptiness. While it's in the equal meditation, it doesn't have hallucination. So you see, doesn't have hallucination. Truly, in appearance doesn't have. Except only arises from that. So they say, except the equal meditation, see that then during that time doesn't have hallucination, but when it arises from that, then has you see then for that or the truth for the obscure mind is more clear. Then it's more visible, and then they see then the appearance, the emptiness you see is not there. Back after rising from that equals meditation, see. So how about the so the so we even so the sentient beings accept equal meditation who have wisdom directly preeminence in being equal meditation. Otherwise, there's a hallucination. Otherwise, there's truly an appearance. So the real being appears. It existing from inside. It appears. You see, even though there's understanding. Even though there's understanding that's empty. Okay. There's understanding that it's empty, not true. It's like like mirage, You came through the sand and sand that with sunlight hits, you see, and then you came through that, and then you know that there's no water at all, and you look at the back, and then you have vision as if there's water, but at the same time you understand there's no water, It's like the. See, like the magician persons transform. Transform. You see, I don't know, what the golden elephant or the diamond palace or the beautiful man, woman, or something transform. You see, so he knows it's not true. Even though he has appearance, you see. Beautiful man, woman, or the diamond palace, or whatever you see, but he has total understanding is not true. It's empty, you see. So like that. And then you see, also haven't realized emptiness, of course. And then there's no question. You see, real bell. There's the appearance of a real bell. The sense existing from inside. You see, it's there. You see, so. See there. So there's so you see. So what is called labor? What's called bell? You see what is called bell? You see. So then you look for. You see. You see, there's a real bell appearing from there. Okay, so it's there. The apparition is there. So then what is called bell? You see. Then you look for where is it? Where is it? You look for here. Everywhere you look for, can't find. What is called bell, you can't find there. Okay? You can't find it anywhere. You didn't find it anywhere. Okay? Didn't find it anywhere. But still you look. There's a real bell. Still you look. You have appearance of real bell. Do you understand? Yeah? What is called bell, you can't find. You can't find. But still you look, and there's still the appearance of the real bell. Oh, that is objective reputation. You see, that's another example of how to recognize objective reputation. Gotcha. You see, what talks. There's a whole chapter in the Madhyamika. You see, and you look for the table. Oh, where's the table? You look for what is called table. You look what is called table. You see, not the real table, not the true existing table. You see, what is called table? You look. Is there? Is this one? That's one thing. Then that's one thing. That's one analysis. The other analysis, where is it? Where the table is? Can't find. Can't find. Now you examine your view. Now, after all that, you examine your view. You see? The real table there. What is called table, you can't find. But you examine you see how this you see appear to you the real table. There's a real table. It's after what is called table, you look, can't find. But you examine how it appears to you. Real table. Oh, there's a gotcha. or that is gotcha, object, or that you have to realize it's empty. That one, you have to realize it's empty. That one, gotcha, that one, hallucination. That one is a hallucination. You see, hallucination. It's not true. Not true. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as reality. Like dream. It's like dream. You see, it's appearance, but when I recognize dream like that. You see, it's like dream. You see, it's appear, but it doesn't exist. All like that. You see, the real table. Okay, have to look for the what is called table. You see. This is what is called table. This table. Then every parts and every atoms of this, nothing is table. All the collection of these not tables. Where is the table? Where is it? Look for, can't find. Okay. Then you look, you examine your view. Real table there. That's gotcha. That's hallucination. That's what you have to. We think something real. That is what you have to realize. Total non-existent there. So then now it's same thing with the bell. After all, you see, this is what's called bell. This is not this. Then where is it? Look, can't find it. But you look how to be. Real bell. That's gotcha. That's a hallucination. That is hallucination. So that is a very good one meditation. That's a very good one meditation to recognize what is the false object. What is the false object? We have to realize it is empty. It is totally empty, right? Totally empty right there. So that's you see. So last night. Sorry, my memory is very bad. What? Rock? Roth. Huh? What? Roth. So huh? So I was saying, something last night. So when you examine the bell, you see, on the base, you see. So during that time, you have the truly existent base. Your vision, your view of the base truly existent something exists from there. See, so you're not questioning on the base. You are checking the label bell. You're not checking the base. No time. Okay. So then when you it's like when you check the aggregates, after you maintain empty, after you maintain the emptiness of the search the eye and that which I don't know which about mere label or true in the eye, whatever. You see, then you do that. Then you are. So that time is true. Fast as appear true in the aggregates. You see. So you're doing research or you're doing meditation whether the eye exists not on that, you see. So then then when you start to examine the aggregates, you see, start to examine the general aggregates. General aggregates, you see. That which is merely imputed collections of the five. So then you see this. It depends how you. Then depends how you're meditating. whether you're making research, whether you're searching the label aggregates, or you're searching the real aggregates. You see the existing from inside. Which one you're looking for? It depends on that. You see. So however, so you see. So anyway. If you're looking for the real aggregates, you see existing from inside, which appears existing from inside, not merely labeled by mind. Then of course you see when you do that, then the appearance, you see the collections of five, you see, and there's the collections of five, you see. So the base is to be labeled aggregates, you see. And then you see you're doing your analysis on the aggregates on that base, you see, collection of 5 for that. Then of course, then you're analyzing the aggregates of form. Then you're doing the collections of the body, you see, all the parts, collection on that you're doing the analysis whether form exists not, what is looking for mere label form or what you're looking for the real form, you see that. So then when you do that, then collections of all the bodies, you see, and that. So so my answer is that when you're questioning about when you're looking for the you see, doesn't have to you see, realize, doesn't have to see aggregates MG and aggregates MG and the collections of 5 aggregates forms the MG and the collections of the bodies are empty, and then they are all the parts of the head, the parts of the head empty, all the collections of the parts of the head is empty, So it goes down to what I would do, like the first meditation, also that go down to the particular atoms, so that is the end. So you don't see somebody who has realized the eminence of all. You see, that's different than seeing everything is merely labeled by mind. You see, that person had that realization. You see, but us we don't have that. But I mean, even after meditating, how remember that day, starting from the eye down to particular atoms, so how everything made into by mind, and even the particular atoms, you see. So what appears something real from inside, you see, is it's a mere projection. It's a mere projection, decoration, and by the ignorance, by leaving negative imprint in the mind, and then it is decorated. You see the hallucination. You see on the millimeter aggregates, millimeter particles of the atoms. You see, so the hallucination. So therefore, you see, so there was that even that total analysis there, totally empty. So starting from the eye down to the particular atoms is totally empty. You see? So all like that, you see. So then one can maintain in that emptiness like that, or then is the other way. So then you see so see, so what exists is starting from the eye down to the particular atom, obviously existing in my name, millimeter in my mind. You see, so you can practice mindfulness in that. The dependent arising, the subtle person could be subtle dependent arising. You see, so one can maintain awareness in that. You see, so it's very good. So then so you have see, so you have I mean, especially if you have realization. But even without realization, you see, some idea of existing. See, some idea of existing, but somehow at the same time you have some idea of that's empty. You see, something like that. Okay. So even you see, even you can get that idea even without the actual realization, but you see, some idea you can get it, you see. So the empty and but existing, that. So, but however, for us, so that you see, that not necessarily, see, to when we analyze the eye, then everything you see. Have to see empty, not see. Have to think, be aware of everything down at the same time all together once. Not necessarily that. And same thing with the bell. When you analyze the bell, then everything they said, all the base collections are all together, and every piece is a piece of this, or all the you see. You don't have doesn't have to that awareness at the same time. When you analyze the bell, start to see. So when you after analyze the bell, then you aggregate. When you analyze the aggregates, then there's a collection of all these pieces. You see. So then you still on that, you see. Then you see so it goes like that. You see, then when you check the next one, then you see the me level by mind. You see, then they on the basis of the say more parts. You see, collection more parts. You see, collections of the parts. You see, there goes more like that. So similar example what I mentioned that. So so for us, yeah, no, see when you think of belt, everything you see to be aware. Did it make a little bit clear or not? Yeah, so that I understand. That's yes, that's just you're right. And that's because that's because normally we would have that. Even I had that question before. That what you said. I did have that before. So, do you understand what I'm saying? What Ross last night so mentioned. So I just to clarify that that's say normal yeah say yeah, so that that you see question was asked so say yeah, so I think that okay. So yeah, then going back to Pema Sambhava. I did not finish before. Pema Sambhava, okay. So not much. There's the most amazing benefits of mantra. The mantra. Yeah, so I'm not going to go through that this time. Okay, so just a little mention, but a little bit mention Pema Sambhava. Okay, so say what Pema Sambhava, him or herself, himself said. Then I do the lung. Okay, so Pema which we recite this morning, the chanted repeated quite a few times, and that has amazing commentaries in the prayer, the invocation Pema Sambhava. Some of that prayer is very that invocation prayer is seems a very important one to Then there's the short one. Yeah, then the short one, which is eliminate obstacle and as well as bring success. So short one. So I do the. It is you have in English. 네. 두숨상제 구루 Rinpoche 문루 공전 대화 첨배샵 바체 공선도 작보자 수화도 진루 친나사와 바체시와다 삼발흥이도 진루. English. Oh, okay. Okay.
Different translation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that one. You're showing the Tibetan or English? Okay. Okay. Sherpa. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, so you see the translation. 두숨상제 구루 Rinpoche 문루 공전 대화 첨배. So means Pema Sambhava's embodiment of all the past spiritualities. 두숨상제 구루 Rinpoche 문루 공전 대화 첨배샵. 문루 공전 대화 첨배샵. 대화 첨배샵. So I mean, who is it? The Dharmakaya is the chance of wisdom, the non-bliss partners, the great bliss. So from whom you receive all the attainments. All the attainments as common. That's 8 common cities and they uncommon, they are sublime moment of realization. How do the whole entire time, from good devotion up to enlightenment, it's the whole entire from you receive. And of course, if you elaborate all the past happiness from beginning of the birth, the present, all the future life up to liberation, samsara, enlightenment, everything. See every single comfort. Only the championship, but job. Cell and eliminating all the obstacles. So the obstacles that were out there, I mean, you can say outer obstacles, inner obstacles, or outer inner secret obstacles, like similar. In the Georgia, after offering mandala, the three great purpose requesting, and then there's a requesting to specify the outer inner secret obstacles. So same you see there, so all obstacles. Who eliminates all the obstacles? Do the tabatal, to do and destroy the matters. So the tabatal. So the do the the delusion, dushi for matters. Matter of the delusion, matter of the lot of death, matter of the aggregates, and the samsara. This aggregates to say and contaminate the delusions aggregates to say nature suffering. So matter of the aggregates and the matter of the Allah, so the Deva son, okay, matter of the Deva son. Matter of the Deva son. So they. Garab Angchu, they shoot the 5. The Mara the Garab Angchu shoot the 5, shoot the 5 or 4. 5 errors of delusions. Errors of delusions shoot you see the ignorance and the. Arrogance or ignorance, and then they also seems like coma, unconsciousness, no function of the mind, unconsciousness, maybe could include coma also. That's one. Perhaps there may be different way of counting. I'm not sure the different teachings, but remember exactly ignorance or some. Attachment. Anyway, so there's a 5. There's a 5. The error of the shoot the 5 error of delusion. See, so there was some. See, so for example, see. For example, see the somebody who has taken a vow, you see, gets over a long vow, the 36 vows, or the summarized into 10. You see, the 250 vows. 350 vows, and the Galoma is the 366, 65, 66, 365 or 66 something, 64. No, it's not 64. So 65, 300 for sure. So 300 for sure. Then I think that Gelong is 253, but Gelongma 366 or 65 or 6 something like that. So is there anybody who's taking Gelongma here? Oh, how much?
348.
Yeah, that I think maybe number counted in Chinese, but in the lineage of the vow that happened in Tibet, lineage of the vow that the other one. The Theravada is one tradition. The Tibet, what is spread in Tibet is not the tradition. See, so that's 360, 365, 66 or 65, but 360 for sure, and 65. So as say, so rejoice, so rejoice. So lot of vows, okay, so rejoice. Okay, so those who have taken, those who are living in that, rejoice. Okay, so don't terrible. Don't think that's terrible. There's so many vows, terrible. You know. Then you think you create need karma. You see, yeah. Then you create this Buddha teachings. They practice. You know. Then you think bad, you think how terrible is that something about. Then you see, then for so many years, impossible to take any vow. I mean, they create the karma obstacle to take a vow. See, then that option doesn't happen for many hundreds, many million years of them. So anyway, so. How say? There's some there's from Ganjur, from Buddha's teaching, Ganjur, Buddha's teaching. There's some 10 or some number for the nuns, you know, to know so that it doesn't become obstacle for teaching the Buddha doesn't become obstacle to the teaching Buddha to last a long time in the world. You see, so some of you may have heard that, you may have heard. You see, so but there's, you see, there's some numbers. I don't know about how I have read, but so which need to know so that it doesn't cause the teaching of Buddha to how do you say? Stop. Decline, yes. Decline, decline so quickly. See, it doesn't cause that. See, so see, maybe maybe it's good to know that because I haven't heard before, but Dharamsala one I haven't. Normally you don't hear that. Dharamsala, one Rinpoche, one Enkan Lama who became Geshe. Salame became Geshe, and he studied so well, and then he was helping Karmapa to educate, because he's very good to study, the philosophy. So he was chosen to help Karmapa in the education. You see, I don't think maybe as a guru, but it's sort of helping the education debate. So then somehow that Rinpoche is then somehow he's on a private overseer. Try to get to work for the private office, and then he helped. He can all over the Buddha's teachings, also, he was able to go through so many things into help his own society. So, he has special connection with Tara. So then he devote herself, the kind of like a child, sort of like that, sort of yeah. So very good Lama, very well educated. Yeah. So so I think some some discussion happened. Then he went, he checked, and he collected the from Buddha's teachings. Yeah. So but normally you don't hear that. So so I thought maybe see if I can understand, and I will maybe read to the sanghas one day. That might be good. So something which Buddha has revealed. You see. So anyway, what is it? I was talking Kiloma. That's right, Kiloma. What's it? So in the Chinese traditions, women they go through the vows and they try to be very strict, generally speaking, like that. You see, yeah. So that they would do true Kalama vows, but I think, but sometimes sometimes some else maybe some people they take Kalama vow. I'm not sure what for. I'm not sure what for they're taking Kalama vow. My dear, yeah. I mean, I don't see much real purpose of keeping the vow. Real purpose to keep the vow. I'm not so sure of that. So I don't know what the goal. You see why you're taking the vow to keep doesn't. I think maybe I'm not saying everybody, but it's just some of our students. I don't see that keeping the vow. You see, so I don't know the motivation is. I have no idea. Then of course. So yeah, I don't know what motivation is. To sit on a higher place, and then the other to sit higher place than other nuns. I'm not sure what it is. What is the so to get respected by others, so that you're Geloma. I'm not sure what. Yeah. So I think the motivation need to check. So before you take the vow, really, I think the Geloma vow is so anyway. So that's in the vessel. The Geloma, right? But both two Geloma vows.
Waso is not Geloma.
Oh, only you.
Yeah, she's not.
You.
Oh yeah.
So there's many of you some of you know some of you. Munsel is the sort of like a guide or teacher or something. Teacher. Munsel is American.
American.
Yeah, she's American. She's not Chinese, but she's not Chinese. But look like she's not Chinese, but her I know like Chinese, but not she's American. So she was their guide when they were many years ago. When you were young.
Yeah.
What age?
16. Myself 16, and Ursula 12.
12. So when she was 16, when Ursula was 12. So what's her name? Munsel. Yeah. So guided them. So helped them, guided them. So that she was teacher. So she was appointed by her guru to be the abbess of the nunnery. Yeah?
Yes.
In America. What's the name of the temple?
The city of Damaram in West Sacramento.
city of Dharma
City
realm.
of Dharma realm.
So her teacher before he passed away, right?
Yes.
Then he pointed to Musa as to be the abbess of the nunnery, of his nunnery. So I think for quite a number of years, I think acted as abbess. So she know very well all the things what has been done. Very well. So they, of course, they had a lot of they have to work very hard, a lot of service in the nunnery. So she know all that. You see. So she guided him for many years, and yeah, she still. Then when I came to the United States, you see, and then she joined. She came to the teaching. She joined. She wanted to follow Tibetan Buddhism, and then she just said weird. Then the Tibetan robe and things like that, and so yeah. So she was Kachu de Jilin for many years, 6 years, I think. 6 years, right? 6 years, doing water bowls, all the things. She has we worked very hard in nunnery, always cleaning, always. I know there's a lot of work in Taiwan. I've seen. So yeah, then she taught. Yeah, then she taught free or some do some other things. So that's she's in the Portland. So what I'm saying is, so you see, you can't go alone. The Lama reminders the. So you can't go alone. You have to have another nun to go with you. Wherever you go, you see, wherever you go, you have one nun. So in the house, there are few nuns, but they're not together. I mean, but it's difficult somebody to bring with you for shopping, going things. You see, you have to have one nun to go with you. See, otherwise it becomes harm. So what she used to do, because there are few nuns that they're sitting one or two, sometimes to the monks or some, then who was always there sitting from Kapan, first Lama Juba, first time they call it Lama Juba, for very first one, Kapan is who built the 13th Deri Yamataka Mandala, who are involved in that. Kapan upstairs, sitting, so it's very good. So he's always there, so they. Anyway, so the few nuns, but we to go shopping for. You see, you also have to have a nun to go with you. Then, so then she bring the Omani Pimehung dog. She bring in the car. Can't find nun, so dog. The first dog, that she thought to keep it. One girl, Mexican, I think maybe she had to go to Mexico, and then she was looking for home, you see. And then from Bajapan rang us. Then I thought we have a dog. So then I called her Omani, or called her Omani Bemehung. So it's really positive impression in mind. So so anyway, the lady brought the dog, and so what did you say? Oh, she bring the dog. So she couldn't find none to go with her. So dog, you see, in the car to bring the dog with her, like that. So anyway, so yeah. So anyway, what I'm saying, like that. How say? Yeah. So I think, really. She's abbess also, you see, because maybe, of course, a big example to others. So I think, really try to practice, you see. But, but some of our, I don't know, some of our older student nuns who were on the show. Well, I don't know the purpose of the taking it, so because that doesn't seem leaving the bow when the geloma, and so there are many things to protect. So anyway, so what am I saying? Garabongchu, yes. the big guy, Garabongchu. So anyway, the Garabongchu shoot the Mara shoot has the 5 or the error of delusions. You see this. So one teaching says also unconscious is without mind, says like coma and all this. I think this it's unable to function the mind. So it's also caused that. So anyway, the ignorance and those attachment or some, I don't know what they words. Anyway, so. So like this, you see, after you've taken the vow, then you see, then you're trying to be pure, totally pure, and then this Mara should the delusion of attachment like that, then cause it to arise attachment, unbelievably strong. See, then that makes to break the vow. See things like that, or the ignorance and so the things that you see. So somebody who practices charity, who wants to practice giving, and then want to that, then you see sort of by shooting the error of the delusion, the attachment, then you see then that interferes to practice the giving, see, or things like that, or so things so like that, you see. So therefore, therefore it is very good to know that. Therefore, it is very good to write down in a book, write down in a diary book, okay, the diary book, and then they say write down. There may be see perhaps maybe there's different from different texts, maybe different sure. So I'll check and then maybe mention exactly, okay. So basically what I mentioned is so it's good to know that normally what we think is I feel this. I feel so drawn, or I feel so attached. I mean, I like so much, or I hate this. You see, you think it is your. You think it is you. You see, the mind will think that you think it's you. You want to that, want to angry, or want to harm, or want to angry, or want to say grass attached. You see. So you think when the mind feels that, then you think that's you. You see, so. So without realizing that your mind is used, without realizing that your mind is, afflicted, influenced, influenced by the Mara, the Garabong, you see, on this influenced, you see, as a influence, as a influence, you see. So we don't realize that. We don't recognize that. You see. So they think they think that you yourself want to that. You see. But no, without realizing it was influenced by somebody else. You see. So so many times we have like that in the life. You see. Didn't mind influenced by spirits, mind influenced by spirits, and then you then leading your life into danger. Many things you see, so commit suicide, and many things they harm others, not only harm you, but also harm others. So spirit influence the mind, you see. So I heard in Japan Japan or United States, I'm sure, Japan, somebody is there train coming, you see trains coming, and then you see the people standing at the station, you see, then the person thinking, you see the person mind, there's some people strong, you see, push that person, you see, then you push that person, the person fall down, then train comes, get killed, you see, so things like, or some many stories like that, you see, they just you just follow what the mind says. The mind feel, see, just follow that, you see, so that without analyzing, you see, without analyzing harm, benefit, what you do, what you're going to do is harm to you, harm others, and benefit to you, benefit, without analyzing that, you see. So the the spirit, you see, many times take over our mind, you know, or say engage or possess or engage, you know, mind, you see, to make you think, you see, so which harms others, harms yourself, harm others also. So anyway, so say, so of course, you know, yeah, the strong, well, you know, the strong protecting karma, I mean, whose mind is strong in the practice and the protecting karma, you know, always analyzing, see, you know, the benefits and harm, you see, rather following whatever the mind, you know, whatever the mind says, do, you know, without checking for not that, you see. So the mean strong reliance on Buddha Sangha and say, you know, strong practitioner, of course, then yeah, then maybe the deities, maybe the spirits cannot influence your mind, you know, cannot harm you, so this that. However, say so there you see things that normally. So anyway, so it's very important. So it is very, you know, so when you're trying to practice Dharma, there are many obstacles like that. You see, those matters attack, you see, may cause to rise those delusions, whereas those delusions and then interrupt, you see, then you lose it. Then you don't want to keep the vows, you suddenly change your mind, you know, like that, you see. Say, even though there's great interest, you know, a lot of faith and great interest like this, you see, then one day sudden change, you know, because the other opposite, you see, sudden change, or things like that, you see, you know, then suddenly one day, even though you have strong always faith in like this, but then suddenly one day, a total mind can't, the other totally change, you see, extremes, the other opposites to give up the vows and things, suddenly one day. So things like that, how are they, so the matters, you know, they influence your mind. So it's very, so what I'm saying is that therefore what I'm saying is, see, it is very, very important to have that awareness in the daily life. So you see, you're doing something you're doing something most beneficial. You know what the Buddha said. You see, you're doing according to what the Buddha said. You see, what they said in the teachings is that you're doing the most beneficial thing. You know, that logically, you see. Which is great benefit to the sentient beings and to the teaching of Buddha, I mean, the world or like this. But then you see, yeah, then suddenly you see so somehow you don't follow that. Somehow you see, somehow you don't think that, and you don't follow that. Then, yeah, then so yeah. Yeah, maybe some strange reasons or personal reasons of sub-changing thought or what they say. So that, so I'll say, probably, yeah, probably in the West, which is called you love yourself. You see, so kind of like that. You see, so it's following the selfish mind and some strange reasons and so however you see, yeah, so say. You love yourself, which is not bodhicitta, which is not renunciation, which is not right view. Okay, so which is not lamrim. So you love yourself. So anyway, so like that, and I would say, yeah. So so to recognize when those negative thoughts, those other opposite thoughts rises, and which you know, prevents the practice in the living the vow, so forth, living the vow and so forth. You see, then I say, then to be aware, to remember, to recognize. You see, this is not my mind. This is not me. This is not my mind. This is not me. This is the influenced by the spirit, or by the garabong, which is the Mara. See, and this is the Mara, you know, or see, influence my mind and thinking like this. See, to harm to me. Say, not letting me to practice Dharma, to live in pure vow. Okay, so that you see. So one must think. One must. It's very good to remember this. You see, whether your mind kind of degenerates or the so following delusions. So the stopping your practice or you live in the vow, so forth. You see, then your mind is influenced. You see, other. Occupied or influenced by Mara, okay? So that's the shooting the arrow of delusions. You see those. So it's very, very good. I think that's the one thing. That's one thing what I would like to bring it up. You know, very, very important. Very, very important. Otherwise, we always think, oh, I feel this. I want this. I want. You see, so otherwise, you do whatever the mind says. You see, your mind. So you see, that's great danger. That's great danger, you see. If you don't analyze, great danger. So, so however, what I'm saying, so the Mara, say there was some, so yeah, that's one Mara, 4 Maras, you see. Then then there's a gross 4 Maras and subtle 4 Maras. Subtle 4 Maras, I don't know by heart, but I've seen I have seen in the text, in the commentary of the Abhisamana Gariga, you see the Devung Monastery, the Lord Devung Losel Monastery, the Pachin, the text I've seen, but I don't remember the subtle 4 Maras. So anyway, so it's to do with the subtle negative imprint, no matter the mind, it's about the concept of true existence. So I was a lot with that. So that's say what I'm saying. Yeah. So noodle means subdue the maras. So the 4 types of maras and 4 subtle maras, all that, see? Including the subtle negative imprint left on the mind by the concept of true existence, delusion, concept of true existence, so that so the little tapotzals and the wrathful aspect, tapotzals and the wrathful aspect. The Chitansa, Chinasa. Filosani Guru, only the Bajugan to do the Tapotam. So there's Chinil. I make a request and political blessings. Chinasa, Pachishi Watan, Chinasa, and Pittsburgh out in a secret in obstacles, and so Pachuta. And somebody who do watching those place grand blessings in place grand blessings. Somebody who do watching to accomplish the wishes. To accomplish the wishes spontaneously. Somebody need to watch it without an effort, just to, you know, exercise. So the chi pachi is the outer obstacles, and they like, you know, like you see. You don't have freedom to practice. You don't have freedom to practice Dharma because your king want to do something, or you see, there's outside people. There are outside people. You know, say, parents or outside people control your life. Outside people control your life, and you see, yeah. So you have to do things. Which is not Dharma. You know, you have to think which is not Dharma, and then unable to practice Dharma. Okay, so because you are under control of the people, you see, so you have have to do something which is not Dharma, things that. So that's that kind of things, you see, and because that unable to practice Dharma, you see. So the outer obstacles, inner obstacles might be the sicknesses. Sicknesses like that, you see, then they're unable to practice Dharma. Secret, then there might be the delusions, delusions. So then under Dharma. So so the but to pacify obstacles and outer inner secret obstacles, pacify or your wishes. See the attaining path, wishes to benefit the business, to Buddha say to obtain simultaneously, spontaneously. So that's it. So I think this is probably a short prayer of very short prayer of probably I guess the spontaneous achieving your wishes or the eliminating obstacles. How you say we can't do other prayers than this one. It can be chanted, many times to say like that. Okay, so so then the very powerful say. So the I just mentioned this quotation, so just to understand the importance of Pema Sambawa. Okay, the Pema Sambawa himself said that if you do the 7 prayers, these verses we recited a few times. These 7 requesting prayer, which has 7 verses, the 7 verses maybe. Or the verse which has 7 words. Verse which has 7 words. So the verse which has 7 words, I think. This request, so the way with the melody of Dungwe, with the melody of Dungwa. The song of Dungwa. It was Dungwa is deep feelings. I just said deep feeling. Don't need to find the exact Tibetan word. So if you're talking about suffering or sorrow, something, probably with the deep feeling. So also seeing Guru, some say holy beings qualities, then you have a deep feeling. So there must be some word from Dungwa. So so with the melody, the deep feelings, yes. See? Toba doctor Romo Tengun Tagones. The Toba, the Damaru is it Damaru. So the usually Damaru is it. This is not bone. This is ivory, I think. Elephant tongue, I think. But probably what's needed is a male, female. You see, the one male, one female. You see, skull. So top of doctor. So doctor means like that. You see, but remote and there were the symbols and rather very intensively pursuing. This skull, true skull. This. Then the doctor, the Romo, with the symbols, and then very intensely pursuing. Then Ojengani, Naya Parinis, and I Ojen, the name of the Pema Sambawa. Ojen Rinpoche, this was Tibetan Ojen Rinpoche. So which is a good Pema Sambawa, Ojen Rinpoche, and Ojen Rinpoche as well. Ojen, I myself Ojen, from the Pure Land, Naya Bari, Jebi Putu, my Mishra. How the mother, she cherished so much her son. See, how the mother that she cherished so much her son, and so kind of unbearable to her son. You see, like that, loving. I mean, and so much unbearable to her son. You see, or like that. Then they say, I origin in from the Naya body, the Pure Land, will bless, will bless. The will bless the whoever during the prayer, with the music, okay, will bless. Tamjik not again. Chinjilabo tamjik not again. So this I don't understand exactly, but so that's kind of samaya. The Pamas somehow will do himself will do that. Not again. That I'm not sure. So this prayer, I think this prayer is a very, very important prayer. That the chanting with these melodies, the tune, with the intense feeling. Okay, so it means with the devotion to Pamas somehow like that. Lama Sangdu, from another text, Lama Sangdu, Guru Sangdu, where's Majaji? Lama Sangdu, maybe. Thames is sort of a stage. So from that, Wangchen Telo Dawe Chejudang. Wangchen Telo Dawe Chejudang. Wangchen the Telo monkey ear and monkey mount. These are the 12 animals. Monkey ear and monkey mount. Those are those, and then you see situ at there is where you do so offering the puja, the 10th and 25th is a 10th. Wangchen is the Wangchen Pamasama himself is the great controller one. And then that the monkey ear and monkey ear and monkey mount, that, and then that mount is a tent, you see, Tibetan tent, not the Western tent, the Tibetan tent. And then the then all the tent, all the tent, Tibetan tent, all the Tibetan tent. King of the time, all the Tibetan tent. So usually it's talk there, the talk there. So normally you see if you're taking mother tongue to initiation Hiruga, but you're gonna like that, then you have to talk. See the every 10 to 20 minutes talk often. See, and so on those days you see Druva Zamling Cabaret. Then we see the manifestation. Manifestation pervade whole entire world. Towards the link, and then grand general and common realizations. I think maybe I missed one two there. Mr. Lama do like then you put your life, you see, in the guru practice, and you put your life in the guru practice. And then if you die, when you die, when the death happens, and then you will absorb it in my heart. That person, you see, who does talk, you see, the every 10 to say, so those times, you see, so then see, Pema somebody will get common sulam realizations, and who spend life in the guru practice. And then when the death happens to the person, and then you will observe to I the ojen which is you will observe it my heart. Ojen I took at him. Men the church drama even when you perform the mandala offerings and the offerings of dharmas, when you perform that, even that time, even before the puja, even when you perform mandala, the offerings, dharmas, when you perform that, even that time, without doubt, I come and you tell them to that place, you see. So the I mean, except the boom talk, 1,000 talk offering to Pemasma we have done so far, and I think maybe so far we have done 2 or 3. Near about the Stupa, in the Chini Lamas. I don't know anybody here who knows Chini Lama. Chini Lama was sent by Tibetan government in the past when Tibet was independent. Sent by Tibetan government to take care to look after the Stupa. It seems like that. The evolution was like that. So yeah. So I think he lived for a minute. I don't know 80 or 90. I'm not sure. Very, 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 very long time. And then now his son, I think sons maybe take care of this Stupa. There's a whole organization there. So then they made the temple very, very good, very, very, very amazing. There's a Chisong Tenzin, the Dharma from Tibet, the second one. Then you see, Pemas one. Then they met the Gompa very nice. And then somehow we were doing the talk there. So somehow the paintings on the wall, everything kind of fitted with their practice. So anyway, so the so far we have done them for the His Holiness Holy which was success. Then for Tibet, you see the other freedom and all that is in autonomy or freedom of all that. And then of course then all the FPMT, you see all the projects, everything. You see there's to benefits and things and all everything what we plan to be successful and the and also serve the teaching Buddha, all that. So there are some short practices in the talk, you see. Can be done that, but what is normal done Dharamsala, what do we do it? What do we do? They had 1,000 offerings. So it's the text is maybe sending today or whatever. It is translated into English. So it's but somebody who know how to perform the offerings, dharmas, all this, and then somebody who know how to do it. It's a little bit like the hierarchy puja. I mean, that's somebody who knew. Then it's very good. Of course, you can recite the words, but it's to know exactly. You see, then it's very, very good. Very, very good because we have the Pema Sabha statue. So anyway, here I'll stop finish this here. So even the hierarchy of puja in the past, you see, even before the initiation, when the dharma's done, dharma's performed everything, and then it's affect the wider. So even before initiation, isn't just even that's performed, you see. So some rain come or something that say. So very much, of course, depends on the calm of the calm of the people in the area. So however, see this affect, see however, something they're happy or something, the beings or devas or whatever it is. that you see, yeah. So seems that in the past, you see, the effect, you see. So here it says in Pema, when you perform even the mandala, the offering dharmas, even that time that Pema Sambhava comes, you see, without doubt. He says, Kidu lenye la soba, shisun tsede chima so. 내가 타도 담제 기도를 제시비 달아 그래서시나면 오전 전에 냐바이 론이 양다 론이 양야 땅을 차서 there's some other quotation, but I didn't find him. So he says, "Kidu lanyela soba shizun tsedi chimaso." Whether your life is happy or unhappy, whatever bad, good, whatever happens, so forth, whatever happens. Alive or dead or alive or this life and the future lives, temporary and ultimate, all the time. Then my life is up to you. Whatever happy was, suffering, whatever, it's up to you. I have no other hope, only except only you. I have no other hope, you see, to rely upon. And so please, you the audience understand. So you think this again, you see, total trust in Pema Sambhava. Yeah. Really young that down. Mugu to the many total mabitness. So anybody who has the devotion, mugu moba, the respect, you see, understand Pema Sambhava. Anybody who has that faith, and respect, you see, in the presence of that person, I will always abide without separation. Nobody who has a faith, faith, respect, you see, and then I'll always in the front of that person without separation. So anyway, I don't have here with another quotation about talking about the statue. It's here. That say. So they're talking about the benefits of the Pema Sambhava statue. So making Pema Sambhava statue is like unbelievable, most powerful thing is the I don't remember clearly the quotation, but I didn't find it. For success, unbelievable, most powerful is the your wishes get to be fulfilled. Whatever success you wish to accomplish, you see, most powerful thing. So no question, lads. I mean, that size, no question, but even small. In the time Pema Sambhava, making Pema Sambhava statue, even Tsatsa, you see, unbelievable, most powerful for the success. Yeah, I don't remember the quotation there. There's some famous about you see prediction of the that. So anyway, so see, so before Tibet was overtaken by mainland China. The Choji Rinpoche, the one who is France, his guru, Chenze Chuji Lodre, who sort of follows four traditions. Or they said Rime, who is Rime, anyway, who respect all four traditions, teachings. Anyway, Chenze Chuji Lodre came to Lhasa from Kham and said that, predicted that build a large Pema Sambhava statues. They come from Silnon, the controlling the three realms. These statues, the shape is this aspect. And like this, you see, the controlling three realms. So build a large one. Then the mainland China couldn't take over Tibet. So it'll be protected, can be said. But somehow that time, I guess maybe some of the people who are the temple or Haiba, I guess didn't follow exactly what he said. But it's some talk. There's some talk, build a large Yamataka, something like that. Yamataka. So that's something what I heard. However, then they did build a Pema Sambhava, but it's a Manga aspect. Not this one, the controlling three realms, but a Manga aspect of the CD. That's what Pema Sambhava, the Manga aspect. So there's a different aspect of Pema Sambhava there. So the giant Chuji Lodre came the next year or after some came to Lhasa again, and then he saw this Pema Sambhava Manga aspect. This I think the name is Jakarma. Jakarma is Indian something. So the Pema, then this giant Chuji Lodre said, this is Jakarma. This is going in India. He said that. This means he's not going to India. Leave Tibet and go to India, you see. So he said that. So they didn't build exactly what he advised. This aspect of Pema Sambhava was there. So then, as I said, of course, it happened. He's not living in Tibet and there in India, you see. So this, then also. There's another great Lama. His name is Choji Rinpoche. Manifestation of Pema Sambhava. I don't know which one. There's a holy body, a holy spiritual mind. In Rinpoche Rinpoche, the huge holy body is the Rinpoche head of Nyingma. Who always negative. His statue always negative. The other part of it. He gives blessings to anybody who come. So great from whom his students seems two teachings, initiates or teachings. Great Lama. I didn't make. Invited a couple in the early times. In the early times, when we didn't have many monks, maybe 60 monks. There was a Geshe, so there was many of the Geshes were there. The Bajapani Geshe and many Geshes were there at that time. So anyway, Lama invited Dingu Chinsen Rinpoche Kapan to give teachings So asked to draw on to give teaching on the refuge. So then Rinpoche sat down on the throne, and so that time I didn't take myself. I didn't take teaching as a guru that time. So of course, that time we were practicing the protector because I became a monk in Tibet, Trungpa monastery, and this is Trungpa Geshe, the great yogis, the main protector. See, so it became main protector of the monastery. So so that's how it sort of involved, because I became monk there, and this is what the involvement. See, so that's in the past Lama's main protector is this. So with there's some obstacle or something, beginning each course, Lama do this, but all the other time put puja, you see, to specific obstacles. So I myself didn't take teaching was given, but didn't take a teaching as a guru. See that. So it was really amazing, the qualities. So at the beginning, he was saying motivation or something. So I thought, I was sitting with this. Then I thought it might change the words might change when it comes to the actual giving teaching. I started waiting from beginning to the end. That's like reading text. His way of giving teaching is like reading text. The way it's formed, like reading text. Well, I can't imagine. It's like reading text. The way of giving teaching. Not like when it's talked, like talking, like written text. So from beginning to the end, it's the same. So they gave wonderful teaching. There's no one word repeated at all, and there's no word can't remember, or some people remember nothing. So he went over the Lamrim, the Grajapa, Lower Kebab, Middle Kebab, the Lama teacher's text, the Lamrim. Then at the end, he talked about the refuge and I think five Jain types of Buddhas, and just totally free, who's totally free, freedom of the speech. It was really most amazing. Great Lama. So this is one of the guru of Deputy Trushi Rinpoche as well. There are many other great lamas. Gurus. We think so. I don't know why I was talking. So there's Zina, our very first student from the Russian ladies, her name Princess Zina Derechevsky. So she liked to go to see many lamas. That's why we're able to meet Karmapa, the past, Rebecca Karmapa, and many other traditional lamas. That's why we met, because she liked to see many other lamas. Otherwise, we wouldn't go. So, because you don't have purpose to go, you see. So because she wanted to see many other lamas, she was to go. They ask questions or something. So then we go with her. So that's how we able to see many lamas. The Nyingma Kachus said, Karmapa, and then different lamas. I want to see Dingo Chinze Rinpoche with her. And she asked some questions. Dingo Chinze Rinpoche was explaining to her the Pema Sambhavas, the different color dresses. They were saying about holy body, holy soul. Then Dingo Chinze said, I'm supposed to do you remember? I'm the I'm the manifestation of the say holy body of his mind. I think said the holy mind, something that I'm sure he said very clearly said to her. I was saying so they're like this. Anyway, so the so this this not one in France, but this is one great Lama, great yogi, most amazing Lama. I forgot his name. And it's called also Sojermaje. Gunsang Jigme. So he had in China he had native is tens of I think 10,000 or something. No, so many nuns, so many monks. It's like a town, you know. But I heard they have very strict rules. They have very strict rules. So many, thousands. So this Lama was giving, teachings in Tibet. I think probably near where the earthquake happened, Jigudo, I think, ground, huge ground, and then so many people protected. There was maybe 50,000 or something, Oh, so many people, and then I don't know, 50,000 or so many people anyway. Nomad, so whatever. So he was sitting on the throne and some giving teaching, with the animal skin chuba, which was calm, maybe called animal skin chuba. And then sometimes giving teaching, sometimes cry, like this. Great Lama, great yogi. So, so he was asked by Malan Chana, to recognize the to offer mandala or to recognize the Panchen Lama which they have appointed, which the particular child which they appointed, not by deity, not the way, not the way usually done is, the high Lama checks through from clear light, or with or with the deities, not like that. They chose one. They choose one family, one particular child. They chose already. They chose. You see, and then you see in the container they put a few different names, and the one they have chosen, long stick. So it's a completely kind of joke, kind of a joke. You see, it's not like that how it's done normally. And sometimes done, the Lama Tsongkhapa say, the stupa, golden stupa, then you put your all the possible answers you put there in the dobe, you see, and it takes a little bit of time. All the dobes had the same size. Exactly, we wait, you wait, make the same. Then you make prayer, put prayers, strong prayer. Then you see. Roll, see, then so that's one way. However, so they put that. Then they ask one Lama. Of course, there's some important people there, the empire. Then they ask one Lama, Rinpoche, and so one I forgot now. One from Sarame. Yeah, Rinpoche explained quite a few times. Yeah, one Lama. They point to him to pick up the long stick, the other shorter. And this is completely joke, you see. So, so this, the Tibetan, the Tibetan were doing normally. the government or the checking with that. I mean, the Lama's web training, not like that at all. Either with their realization clear light or see the deities, see like that. So anyway, so they asked the Rinpoche to recognize the Pancha Lama. See. So Rinpoche didn't accept because I think there's no true initiation from this Rinpoche as well. See. So there was I think I had this photo, I think. And he came to see Sunas, and he had a small puppy in his pocket, small dog puppy in his pocket. No, not doll, real dog in the pocket. Then he took a photo with his Sunas. The puppy's head is coming out. You see. So he did photo with his Sunas. So anyway, so initiation was 5 minutes. So it's not said, oh, it's all 5 minutes. It was surprised, all 5 minutes. So anyway, so that Lama, he then after Manchana asked him to that, then he didn't do it. Then the armies went to his monastery, chased them away. 4,000 nuns or monks, something like that. Anyway, chased away, but not all, but 4,000 chased away from the monastery. Then the Lama, I think, to the aspect of signature. Then sooner or later, Lama passed away. Probably what they want, him is sort of to recognize the Pancha Lama. Then you see, and he's not so recognized. You see, the one is in China. You see, so that's in China. See, some studying, in the studying, and he's very good in playing football, something that I heard. Anyway, so so then this Rinpoche passed away sooner or later. Passed away. Then you see there was a baking bowl. There's a baking bowl, monk's baking bowl. You see, on the table. And the attendant took the baking bowl out. You see. Then there was a wheel left, and said, said that if you build a Padmasambhava statue, the independence of Tibet will happen. So that's all what he wrote. So then the attendant, he has one brother, or that attendant has one relative monk in Sarah. So then he thought it's very important. So he announced through the radio, the news radio. He announced, and then of course then the Manchana knew about it. So then so I think the four new Padmasambhava statues, things were destroyed in Tibet in recent years. So one in some year, I don't know what the size, bigger this or this size, gold. It's amazing. Offer gold is amazing. So the two lamas, Nyingma, they are coming from Chindo to bless the consecrated stupa, and they were about to come. And then the armies, Chinese armies, went there and destroyed broke the statue in pieces. So this Samya Monastery. Then after that, and that wasn't because of this news. That wasn't because of this. And then I think there's some issue of that. Some Inca Lama who maybe the protector or something. Some different issue. And then who has power in the center, Chinese army. Then there are several others, quite large new statues from Padmasambhava. It's a different place. The last one is near Mount Kailash. So they destroyed because they heard this news, you see. So then they destroyed that. Like that. So this is this here. So this one suggested I suggest to this to Inns here, and then to build a Pema Sambhava statue, so that we can, so that all the projects building the stupa will be highly successful. So the reason was why building Pema Sambhava statue was that for success of the project. The stupa and whatever is all the great success. So so now we are able to build the Jet Buddha, so which is an unbelievable benefit to the world, enlightening the liberating. You can imagine. So helping the stupa to build. So then, so this statue, they were made in China, Inner Mongolia, and they're cheap. Inner Mongolia, cheap, but also good art. But if they have good example, they've given good example, they can make and cheap. You see, much cheaper than Nepal. Of course, Dharamsala is the most expensive one, made by Tibetans. Very good art, but then Nepal. See, so there, China, the Mongolia, we build a monastery there. The Gachun's in Serach, see, we build, and all the statues there made in Inner Mongolia, and most high, quite big size, and then Buddha, very young Buddha. They made the Buddha very young Buddha, like 15 years old. That's basically you don't see normally like that. Then Geshe Zopa, I told Geshe Zopa, and Geshe Zopa said, actually that's what it should be. That's how it should be. Then there's several statues. So Chiba, and if they have an example that they can make, you see, good. So anyway, what is that? So I think it's so fortunate, most unbelievable fortunate they were able to, you see, in the FPMT, able to this size of statue, you see, Pema Sambhava. I mean, there's some Nepal, you see, for allowed to, then the success of Tibet, so eliminate obstacles, standing one. That then there's two others. You say the one is the same aspect like this, and one is there's aspect of Pema Sambhava for worldly deity. You see that. So for to help Tibet, and as well as such all the FPMT organizations. So so this statue there. So this was done. Some time ago, some years ago. So then offered gold leaf by the old student from Taiwan, Onchero, who when we start the center there in Taiwan, first center, she's been translating for many, especially for me when I come there. Very good translator, and Dharma. She doesn't use very high classical words, which are people who don't have learned the high classical language, they don't understand Dharma, so that doesn't have problems. But for common people, it's to understand. So, she's been up to now. She's been translating for me, and then she offered the gold leaf. So it's the most. The statue came out really most amazing. Very, very good. So that's so very extremely powerful. The praying Pema Sambhava and the making all the objects extremely powerful success, which is good. So that There's some quotations, but I didn't find. So anyway, so will have a stupa here, and the projects will be great. So I will help, so it was to accomplish easily. So that see. Okay, the lung, maybe lung or lung, not sure. Maybe lung, maybe at the lung first, then lung. After, if the lung is good, then maybe the good lung. So one thing, before coming to Nepal, India, before meeting Buddhism, you have no idea of lung, right? You have no idea of the lung. You have no idea. You haven't heard the lung, Then after coming to Nepal, India, there's sooner or later they get the lung. Then you come to the lung with the Tibetan doctors. Okay. Then you come to know lung. You come to know the lung also. So that's quite common. So reciting this prayer is extremely powerful for success. When you have urgent success, you see, whatever you say to benefit sentient beings, serve the teaching Buddha, activity center, your own projects, whatever you say. At least even some short prayer to that. What I meant went through is even that is to recite some, to really trust Pema Sambhava. So it's extremely powerful. Okay, so mean here you have to understand because you haven't read yet. Most people haven't read yet the prayers. So it talks the Pema Sambhava. You see the all the accomplishment what happened. When this problem happens, you trust Pema Sambhava. This, then this get resolved. This many related to the Pema Sambhava's past experiences. So many of this is. So the conclusion of the prayer is what it's saying is if you trust, complete trust, it will happen. Well, that's what it means. Okay? So all these prayers giving you faith, courage. So that you have to understand the point. The whole story. If you trust, the success will happen. See, so it depends how much faith is. So you have to understand the point. That's why this what the story is going through. Okay. Yeah. So the purpose of my life is for sentient beings and to free them from oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment. Therefore, I must teach enlightenment. Okay. Therefore, the success of all that, to attain power and successfully see the serve the sentient beings, success to serve the teaching Buddha, and all that. Then I'm going to all transmission the Pema Sambhava prayers. Okay. And then first was the question prayer. Simultaneously accomplish wishes. Okay, that one. So you can think you are receiving the all transmission from Pemas. You can think from Pemas Sambhava. Just you can visualize that, or you can think of the statue, giving it all transmission, okay? Or see or you see, there's Pema Sambhava giving all transmission, but you see from my kind of my body, you see kind of like that, so can that, like that. Okay? Can sort of meditate like that. Can do that. 白马我奴见的我今年新来说那我的也对接起了也这个白马就年起来的。三不两到这边到了真正的军界没别对接，我见白马就来了说完的，三八论军就我进去了。要不这种现在面前的这个地区，当年嘛都把都是用这没把进去了，不也就讲叫不你这不叫不就讲为对接。我见白马就来了说完的，三八论军就我进去了，国内老那三百可能是推荐别个是简单了，是你们都给是简单有，这都军界没别对接，我见白马就来了说完的，三八论军就我进去了。对，你们到了对不对？哪里讲这不有到了，是一直接着到了，就然后这就都是我说就在都见这边对接，我见白马就来了说完的，三八论军就我进去了。我个他妈做这你妈了，甚至咱们你妈东啊人，你妈中啊东啊人，就等待着那我讲推荐，也等对的等别推荐去。我讲白马就来了，说完的三八论军就我进去了，或者基本买个大个呢，结果你没接了对不对？你知道没把说完的。我讲了，真的，过上这嘛不知道话的什么？我讲白马就来了，说完的三八论军就我进去了，今天就了基本那种人比较多，我基本那边人你知道没把说完的。我见面见了，也没把车身嘛，也把这爱把我讲白马就来了，说完的三八论军就我进去了，就往这了是就年别人。之前没跟那个年把那个知道没把说完的，我讲看着那来做到就往这个说话的什么？我讲白马就来了，说完的三八论军就我进去了。来进这边知道，这种他们就说没别把那个你知道没把说完的，我讲也他们那当然没别把那不也能把这什么？我讲白马就来了，说完的三八论军就我进去了，别人那晚上那边在看下不有说就那样的，你知道没把说完的，我讲知道你别过上去。知道了，那天把这上面我讲白马就来了，说完这三八论军就我进去了，大家准备对着讲话就这些边从那这边这你知道没把说完的，我讲把我跟他说嘛，就对不是讲找我的时候，我讲白马就来了，说。我见白马就来了，说完的三八论军就我进去了，他就没了就把这个就了，要不就了，对不对？一年就是this is a prayer to decide whether the danger of earthquake, then this is what you decide. Such a military by the obstacle rising the danger of the earthquake and the water and the danger of the earth, water, fire, wind element, then there's the danger to diminish all the thing. This illusory body which is the borrowed. So when it's time to destroy, see, and then without two points of mind, must be a request by us about. Then then grant blessing to somebody new to the spontaneous actualized wishes. Okay, so one time at Dharamsala, maybe that time there's you see that, but many people die. Maybe around that time or another time. So all the after folklore, the people they working for carpet factory, whatever the work is, then they go to the market, where the bus station is, Malaganj, where the bus station is, where the prayer walls and the built by Rinpoche, see the Stupa. So the people they gather there and then they chant for several hours, And one is this prayer, and there's other different prayers. So the one time there was a heavy sickness, contagious heavy sickness coming from Japan or towards India. Then I think probably 1 month or 2, I'm sure everybody come at 4 o'clock. Then they chant all those different prayers. Stop stop this very heavy. These sicknesses can take contagious disease with this. So the sickness didn't come, the danger didn't happen. Such a mela jeba bajiga julu yabojila to the ancient time also on the Ujan Bama Jun and also on the Sambalun watching yellow. Ujan Bawa get and then by Juara Shiva Tesson, Ujan Bama Jun and also on the Sambalun watching yellow. Lamsa Jibet and Latin Bed, say a chapach in Yamban into the Mavaso. Ujan Chagashi, a combat to Ramigan as Labaj, Ujan Bama Jun and also on the Sambalun watching you. Kajisham and Magatawanim. 소자 넘버 되지 냐바는 인게도 넘버 소완도 의견도 지고 안 된바 샤마되지 소자도 가지고 의견바 주나라 소완데 삼발은 전도바 진짜로 남제 세세 집에 두저 내저 동안 두저 냐바는 인게도 넘버 소완데 when the death happens, the finishing the life, you see, then one is tormented, one is in danger. City is nature. The what's that? There's one word I've forgotten. So when you die, there's a lot of karmic, karmic as karmic suffering, the torture, sort of, nature. So it's something very heavy, suffering. So gathering, okay. So so for example, and I mentioned during the courses something. I think I thought about she was a disciple. I think brought somebody with the guru, and then you see, then when he was dying, you see, it was dying. The whole house burned by fire. You see, so he was dying with that kind of a karma appearance. Everything, completely burned everything. See, so that so the Kadambagaji said, if he did confess before, then he didn't have to experience that when he's dying. So that's said to say, but the birds didn't get to confess, And, so that happened with his dying. So unbelievable torture, karmic torture. See. So so Dharamsala, Tushita up there, Tushita, the West I lived 7 years there, blessed, you see. Also, it's in Lama. When I was in Lama, lived the old palace, you see, down below Tushita. When they was in Lama, lived there for quite a number of years. So then for Namja Manasi Puja, when Namja Manasi do Puja, do the gathering Puja, so say, and then in Tushita is the old houses. So here is somebody lived the other big room, the left side big room. Namja Manasi monks lived there that time. When they came, first they went to Masuri, then from Masuri they moved. So the whatever corridor, the between the two big rooms, then there's road, then there's what do you call that one? Huh? Yeah, hallway. See the hallway, and that was hallway was used, like a gomba for Namja monastery. See Namja monks. So he's gonna sit there, then the monks sit in line. You see there. So that's how when they moved from Masuri to this world, they became Gomba. So it's very holy place. So anyway, what I was saying, what I was talking about, yeah. So down below, you see, when you come down from Tushita, come a little bit down, when you come down, the old palace, down below, you see, coming down, then there were some Tibetan houses. So there was one Tibetan lay person dying. I think probably the first house, I think, when you go down. So he was shouting, see, because he see many goats and sheep coming and attacking him. So many so many came where he was laying down, came attacking him. So so he couldn't bear. I mean, so shouting so much. So again, Champa wanted to quite far. Again, Champa was in the cave, down below, in the living, which were down. See, there's a big rock and dark the earth and became a cave. See. So he was there. So I think because he, of course, because of course. Having even outwardly, even having achieved to see the Shine and of course, so then if you have achieved Shine, then you would have also clairvoyance, you see, from that, and then also there's also tons of realization, you see. So he could see what's happening, he could see from the cave. So then, as he wasn't informed by anybody, I think. Then he came down. It's not that somebody he knew. He just came down went in the room, went in the house, and told. They were screaming so much. The man was dying. So nobody could do anything. The families could do anything. So, then he asked the family members how he lived life in Tibet. So he killed many animals. He killed many goats and sheep, you see, killed when he was in Tibet, you see. So then, because he didn't get purified in the karma, so now you see the karmic appearance happening. You see the karmic torture, you see. So many goats, so you see beating him as them. So he was shouting so much. So it's not another thing is also sign to go to lower realms. So they're coming torture before die. Then there's sign also go to lower realm. Okay, so that then there's not then there's there's another person in Nepal who very famous, Amdo, but who used to sell statue tangas, like the big businessman, commander, he become rich by that. So invited Second Doji Chang and all the monks, every year to do 100,000 Tara places, is it? But of course for success business. So that success business. So so great benefit of the monastery. So one, I think I don't know whatever he did. He must have done, I don't know whatever he did. One time, must have done some big things in his life, some heavy karma or something. So he went to see Second Doji Chang, and then Second Doji Chang said, of course they invite every year, the other times, see. But one time he went to see Second Doji Chang, and then Second Doji said, who are you? Second Doji Chang said, who are you? It's all the benefactor, the major benefactor of the monastery. And who are you? Then the attendant have to tell Second Doji Chang, this is our benefactor. So so show a different aspect that they see something. Anyway, then I think maybe there's some obscuration. So maybe then anyway, then sooner he got sick and very 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 heavy sickness for a long time. Then died. So when so his belly, I think. His belly became huge, like I think preta. I didn't see, but then you see he came back from no hope. He came back from the hospital, and so you see only what he can do is one drop of water. He can drink some drop of water a day. That's it, nothing else. So it takes 1 hour. He arrived his home to go upstairs to his room. Each step takes 1 hour to walk up. And then he was in the room. Then when he was dying, so many ants come up through the windows on his bed, but no family, nobody could see one. No family could see one single ant. Nobody could see one single ant there. But in his kind of vision, ants come from the window. Oh, so much suffering, so much unbelievable. See, so that. So the coming touch like this, you see. So that's also another sign going to the Lord. Okay, so like that, you see. Yeah. So when something like this happens, then you see total trust. You would no point without 2 points of mind. Total trust dependence about. Let's see. I'm saying that JB to na ju to to de nyam ba ne nge ju ma ba so de lu eliminate. O yen ba ma ju na la so an de sam ba lu ju do wa jin je la. O yen na wa da ye do wa de wa jin ge jin de nge ba ni. O yen ba ma ju na la so an de sam ba lu ju do wa jin. Ju lu ya bo si be ba do do na ni de jin be nyam ba ne nge ju ma ba so an de o yen do nge de ma ba so an de o yen ba ma ju na la so an de sam ba lu ju do wa jin je lo. To Jenjebe, Ujedu, Jebe, to Jayatuna, Raza, draw at the summer, Ujemba, Junella, so on the San Paulo, watching Shan let on Jenja on the other Tunanga, was it Dunga, and get to the Mel, so on the Jenta Jabanga, Tunadunga, she was Ujemba, Junella, so on the San Paulo, watching Rudunga, Jimbenya, and Chipra, yes, and Jedunga, the good to Java, Nita Maba, so on the Ujen to the Boja Mabas, Ujemba, Junella, San Paulo, watching. Now this prayer cool completion the wishes, okay? Somebody Juma. So I guess that so I'm a request also and success and all our practice and all that what things to do for the help us in the things and the process teaching Buddha and all that. Okay, they also request so you can do the same thing. So this is about the projects in the FPMT to coolly enlighten the beings, the aim is with that. Okay? Whatever project there is, everything, even social service, whatever is the main aim is to enlighten those things as possible. Okay, for that. So I guess up by me, Dombola Kunga, Lunji, Rang, Bobama, you and the country, Timbo, Tela, so on the Sampan, you do watching Jello, saying Japan, to Japan, the Temperature, Jatin Mala, Jajin, the Golo, Sampan, you do watching a lot of that to the Tonakamba, to be you to the Shera Puzzles of some Jekun, Jula option. Didn't the Yadamba, which is Sampan, you do watching a Lakan, that don't music, Jimbo, the Jabba, Messages on the Jabba, Teapata. When I would have done such a number, to just good, just about you don't watch so one press text I did not bring Pachilams, eliminate the obstacle, the one Pachilams. I don't think you would have to add text. So maybe stop there. So only 6:10. So. Pajilam says missing. So I didn't bring the text. Oh, I see. Maybe this bird can give. Maybe they can give the old submission of the Pachilam cell. Is that Tibetan? No. Tibetan? Oh, I see. I have to look it back. You have the computer? Okay. So, no? No, the long one, not this one. This one I did already. This one I went through extra explained already. Huh? We didn't do this one. Yeah. A little bit difficult. A little bit difficult to do quickly. Maybe I can try. Oma won bezagura bamasi de chugo nawa da ya la so an de longo de je chen bo la so an de chugo bama ju ne la so an de da ye la ma ngo zo zhi ge na jaga yudo gu zhong de zaman ze puyulu ze shell puyulu ze gel con I think better. But I haven't memorized. So, okay. Dage chinye sabe gewa de tendang zhuwa gong la geng ben da jebara jetsun lo sang da bai. Tenbe ningbo rin do za je zhuo. I did all the past, present, future marriage collected by me, tea time marriage collected by numberless temples. May the Buddhicitta be generated in the hearts of all the sentient beings, in the hearts of all the students, the organization, all those benefactors, all those who serve the organization, who are serving now, and I would love my promise to pray with them in the hearts of all of us, and then all the family members, and everybody who connected to us. Changju, Semjo, Rinpoche, Maje, Banam, Jejuroche, Jeba, Nyamba, Meba, Ye, Gone, Gondo, Bewa, Jo. Kandri Rabe Gurve Shinga Mandire Bendang Dewa Mandu June Jere Sewa Tenze Jazo Ye Shabe Sede Bado Tenjoro Jim. Did all the past, spiritual marriage collected by 3 time marriage collected by number of sentient beings and Buddhas, that was empty, which are empty. From a society, but then the I was also empty from a society. Achieved as Guru Pema Sambhava's enlightenment, and there was empty from a society. By lead all the sentient beings who are also empty from their own side to that, the Pema was the enlightenment, which also empty from its own side. Bhama Sava alone was also empty from its own side. So the Mongolia, last time when I was in Mongolia, so all the land you don't have to pay money. The government gives. So the beautiful mountain, very beautiful mountain. This is where Khaga, like the Dalai Lama from Mongolia, who lived there, main place where the past lives lived there. There's one Stupa around, and a few temples. So that mountain, very beautiful mountain. So so they are giving to build the Pema. I did have that idea before. As the Metia Buddha, mainly Metia Buddha Lama Tsongkhapa. I announced the Lama Tsongkhapa during one of the Buddha's Day of Enlightenment. Mongolian president came and they did the first gathering in the Garden Monastery. First gathering, see. So I was invited. So I announced that I'm going to build a Lama Tsongkhapa because what happened in Mongolia in the past. Most strong teaching of Lama Tsongkhapa's Ruwa Ketempa is unbelievably strong. See, so many learned cases happened. Oh, yeah, it's amazing. So now there's maybe only now mostly passed away, and so. Maybe there's very, very few from the old times. You see, they're 80, 90 years old, or so they're around more near close to 100 like that. So went to the place last time. Then I did incense puja on that for peaceful obstacles. So then that night. The in charge of the Mongolian, all the projects in Mongolia, you see, so MK from Malaysia is Indian. He built this, they're very large, the department store, this large in Mongolia, this, where you lived as a, not live, sorry. Yeah, this, yeah, so, many shops, like, what do you call the one? Shopping mall, yeah. Outside, he built, you see, and the building houses there. So anyway, he was a disciple of Tengu Chinse Rinpoche at the beginning, but I don't think he received much teachings. Didn't get to really study much. Maybe he received a lot of short janangs or something, maybe. So anyway. So I think he met Lilin too through Feng Shui connection. So then, because Lilin to the students, so then that's how we met them. We met each other. So then, so asked him to be the in charge of the Mongolian project. And so then he had dreamed that night. Incredible. He said that the statue takes 8 years to finish. And the statue is the most wonderful, most beautiful, it's the most amazing. And then Pema Samba made a rule that 1 week, so 3 days, 2 days, 1 week, you see, 2 days practice. All the people running the statue, taking care, practice 2 days. No people come outside so much, you see. And then 3 days is dealing with the people who come from outside, you see. So the Pemas, in his dream, that's kind of what to do within 1 week, you see. He has a dream. So it's a statue of the most. And then himself was coming for consecration, but he was coming on chair. He could not walk. You see. So, but he was going with me. He was coming there for consecration on chair. So, but he has a lot the knee pains. He has a lot of sicknesses, a lot of problems there, or uneasy, and so to travel things like that. So anyway, so they did all the past, which made it correct. 3 times made it correct, but number of things Buddhas So may he have a long life, and may to be healthy body, healthy mind, free from the sicknesses, and may all his wishes to be succeed immediately. To actualize all this project and benefit something, maybe the teaching Buddha. So maybe actualize immediately. Okay, so all that. Then you see achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. So that he and his family, wife, and that. Please everybody pray. Yeah, so that's it. So thank you very much.
诸将心将棍教为等金刚表为棍所多不在学孙故为来门徒主八大所度结棍下边修。
This bell is a. I got this last year in Germany at the airport. This belongs to Papanga Tejiningbo, the author of the Liberation Palm in your hand. So I'm not sure 100% this one, but this part, Papanga Tejiningbo, this bell. Yeah. So anyway, this bell was given to Rajin Rinpoche. Rajin Rinpoche is Lama Domtompa, the incarnation. Rajin, the incarnation. The one previous one was asked by His Holiness Tibetan Lama to the regent of His Holiness, you see, to look after Tibet. You see. So that one passed away reincarnated again. So that given to the reincarnation. So this was given to the friend Baksa, who was Mangad, who was helping me with the to build the 604. What is it? What? 7 feet. 70 feet. 70 feet. The statue. See, so the houses already built. They did. Sandapet is a pure land. See, but in India, Balagavi, the panorama is built. Also, Kalimpong by the Jeju is built. See, so the building is done, and maybe they accept roof, but. So the statue face was done long. The statue face was done long time. Probably huge. Maybe 3-4 times the panga, the size of the face. Maybe the size. That's everything. So this was supposed to, put together, and then say the 2 wisdom mothers were done. That is, then to have 100,000 small, 100 small. So that's it. So this is a, So this is Papanka, this symbol. So that Rinpoche incarnation gave it to him, present. But this is not part of that. This was given to me by the Lama. Well, this is like the tourist is very, very antique. I don't know how many hundreds years. This is 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years old. This is 1 year old.